Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. What's up, guys? Okay. Why are British names so hard to pronounce? Right when I saw that, I decided to react to this video. Just before even playing it, I'm just going to play this clip right here.
Just up the road from Llanfair to Pwllgwyngyll to go get a Quindrobol, Llan Sicilio go go go. The temp.
Oh, this is one I want to watch after too. So yeah, that gives you an idea. Grimsby. That's my guess. Would be Grimsby. I feel like I'm going to be. I hesitate to say this, but I think I'm going to be pretty good. I maybe not, but let's go. But I'm kind of cocky at the moment. I think I'm going to do pretty well. Hope you guys are all doing well. Good if good. If you are doing well, that's great. If you're not, that sucks, but you'll be good soon. If you're new to the channel, my name is Connor. I am from Rhode Island, greatest state in the Union. By a long shot, in southern New England, and I like to learn about history through YouTube recommendations. The original link to this video, Jay Foreman, is the name of the channel. I hesitate to just give a pre-subscribe and like. I just feel like I'm gonna like this video. A lot of likes. So yeah, if you I can't talk right now. The original link to the video is at the top of the description below. Right below that is the Discord link. Click on that. Send you right over there. Fun time. Create the watering hole atmosphere I want to create around history on YouTube and Discord. You know, pull up a chair. Love to have you. We're nice, most of us. Okay, let's go. Grimsby is my guess, but let's do it. Everything good? Okay, let's do it.
British place names can be tricky to pronounce.
Take this place. Looks simple. But what if we told you it was pronounced Grimis?
Okay, there's no way that's... He's definitely joking.
Be lying. It's Grimsby.
I was right, but I just got mad for a second because he can roll his R's very well, which I just cannot do. I'll give an attempt. I need some water. He rolled his R's very well, and I've been trying to do this like my whole life, and I can't do it. Let me go again. Okay, hold on. You're making me nervous. That's why I can't. Grimsby. Don't judge me based on this video. All right, like, subscribe, hit all this stuff. I want to be able to roll my R's. I feel like it sounds so cool. But Grimsby, I was right.
We'd be lying. It's Grimsby.
But other places can be genuinely fiddly for foreigners.
And tourists who get it wrong risk being imprisoned or killed.
In today's programme, we're going
I
to...
just say right off the bat, I'm sorry, pausing so quickly. I'll try not to much throughout the video, but these guys have a way... I'm going to like and subscribe already. They have a way about them that just is just pleasing. I like these guys already, and I've heard them speak like 10 words each.
Why British place names are so hard to pronounce.
Is there an and coming?
No, I'm done.
Welcome to Map Men.
We're the men.
And here's the map.
Map men, map men, map men.
Map men. Okay, sorry, Jay Foreman map. Now I'm very interested and I very much want to. If there was some mic sound there, I'm very sorry. Let me just make sure that's good. If it was a very bad mic sound, I'm especially sorry. Okay, so map men. I love maps, cartography, and so I am definitely subscribed. All right, like, subscribe. Let's do it. I got this.
There are difficult to pronounce place names all over the world. California has Zizix, Slovenia has Ptuj, Greenland has...
Kecker Tarsu and Shot.
Even Welsh natives struggle with this one.
And tonight we can expect to see heavy shower. We're spreading from the west into
Can he do it though?
Wales.
I'll try. So I'll try not just to kind of mimic. I can't even remember how the weather guy did it. I'll just pronounce it out. How I would read it. Lenfair Puligwiniglegoguri Chwinridrub will 4 L's Willanticilio go.
But deliberately hard to pronounce names invented for promotional purposes like Llanfair Pwllgwyn Gwchgogera Chwindrobl Llantysilio Gogogoch aside,
Show off.
British place names cause
Show
more
off.
trouble than most because they often look straightforward but contain nonsensical phonetic traps that are impossible to predict.
Try this one.
Go on, say it out loud.
I think I have an advantage because I'm from New England, and some of the words of towns here, like that you might pronounce, oh, that's Worcester, but it's pronounced Worcester, or there are a few other examples I just can't think of right now.
In your room or on your train. Impossible to predict.
Try this one.
Go on.
From. I'm gonna guess from, not from. From.
Say it out loud. In your room or on
From.
your train.
From.
Wrong, it's not Frome.
Frome, it should be blitheringly obvious, is pronounced Froome.
And if you did say Frome, don't worry, you're in good company. Frome is officially the most mispronounced place name in Britain, and that's according to a proper survey.
Excuse me, could you mispronounce Froome?
A lot of you guys say, and when I react to British videos, a lot of you guys are brutal. You guys are all nice, but I don't mind the brutalness. Comes with the territory being on the internet. But when I promise you, when I seem like I'm like offended or upset, or I 99% of the time, that's just my way of joking around, and yeah, don't take it too
Froome for me.
Place name in Britain, and that's according to a proper survey.
Excuse me, could you mispronounce Froome for me?
Portsmouth.
That'll do. There's nothing more fun than laughing at tourists who don't know how to say something properly simply because they're from a different country and could never reasonably be expected to have predicted a local pronunciation that contradicts the basic rules of language.
So, we've created the perfect
Like, I have a town called Portsmouth right over
travel
there.
agent's itinerary for maximising tourist humiliation across the country.
Starting in Biaulio,
Beauty,
head over to Rampisham,
Ransom,
then down to Mousehole.
I wish they would ask.
Travel north up to Towcester,
I wish they would ask me to pronounce everyone before they tell me.
then a quick jaunt to Gotham,
Gotham,
followed by a stop in Quernmore,
Quorma,
before finishing up in Alnwick.
Alnwick, which is near Newcastle.
Or, as the people from the city itself say, Newcastle.
When will they learn? As you can hear, no letter of
What's
the
the
English
People from the
difference?
city itself say Newcastle in Alnwick.
Just like it's less fluent. It's like one word, Newcastle or Newcastle.
Alnwick, which is near Newcastle.
Or, as the people
I
from the
gotta
city
tie
itself
my
say,
hands.
Newcastle.
When will they learn? As you can hear, no letter of the English alphabet is safe from being pronounced any of dozens of different ways.
Including not at all.
Thankfully, there are some general rules you can stick to, and because we're nice, we'll help the un-British amongst you through a couple of basics.
Cester is pronounced stir.
Leicester, Worcester, Gloucester.
W at the start of the...
Couple of basics.
Cester is pronounced stir.
You see, I would have maybe not, but Gloucester and Worcester are towns in Massachusetts right there, so I would have gotten those right.
Leicester, Worcester, Gloucester.
W at the start of the final syllable is silent.
Norwich, Berwick, Southwark.
ER is pronounced R.
Berkshire, Clerkenwell, Hertfordshire.
But before you get too reassured, for every rule in the English language there are always exceptions, such as the cester in,
Cirencester.
the W in,
Sandwich.
and the sound in,
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, sorry, Berkhamsted.
which is in Hertfordshire.
The only way to be absolutely sure of pronouncing British place names correctly is to live here long enough to learn every single one of them one
In the span of 10 seconds, my confidence just plummeted.
at a time. Sorry,
So who were the complete anchors that invented these rules?
it's time for an English lesson.
To make an English language, you start with the base of Germanic Anglo-Saxon. Mix in a healthy dash of Old Norse, a huge dollop of Norman French, and just a barely detectable hint of Celtic. Trust me, it'll make all the difference. Stir it up for hundreds of years until the vowels really start to shift, and then...
English.
English.
Excitingly, by looking at a map of Britain today, we can clearly see which invaders influenced our language where by plotting the origins of British place names. This marvellous, messy, multicoloured map shows which languages different British place names belong to.
the 3 shades of green are... So Cornish and Gaelic are kind of similar. So this is Cornish, Welsh, and Gaelic. Old Norse, that makes sense. That's where they conquered there. The Danes from Norway. The Danes that conquered, that, you know, invaded England were from modern-day Norway, and the people who invaded England from modern-day Ireland were called Scots. So that's... Yeah, okay. Other Anglo-Saxon, Old Norse... What's other? Okay.
And is a living history of our early settlers and subsequent invaders.
The oldest place names here are of Celtic origin. This is where you'll find all the place names with words like Tre, Loch, Bryn and Aber,
Such as Aberystwyth, meaning the mouth, Aber, of the river Istwyth.
which coincidentally is exactly where we find Aberystwyth today.
Celtic languages were once spoken all across the British Isles, but are now reduced to a small minority of mountain dwellers. And that's because low-lying Middle England Brits turned out to be more worse at resisting invading armies.
First up were the Romans, who brought in Britain's Latin influences.
Like the rumba.
No, like boring Latin. Anywhere that ends in caster, cester, chester or xeter was a Roman fort, from the Latin word castra, meaning Roman fort.
But the Ro-
Or xeter was a Roman fort, from the Latin word castra, meaning Roman fort.
But the Romans didn't stay long, so although their naming system was long-lasting...
Sorry, I love this channel. I'm gonna bell button it too. J Foreman.
Ends in caster, cester, chester or xeter was a Roman fort, from the Latin word castra, meaning Roman fort.
But the Romans didn't stay long, so although their naming system was long-lasting, the actual names they used weren't, which is perhaps unsurprising when we learn they used names like Castra Exploratorum and Belgic Oppidum.
Which was sensibly renamed Braintree.
Next, in light pink, we have the biggest group, Germanic Anglo-Saxon.
Any place containing the words Ham, Hurst, Lee, Bury, Ford, Port, Mere, Stead, Tunstall, Wick, Witch or Mere are of good old Anglo-Saxon origin and massively dominate southern England.
Like Buckingham.
Or a low-lying area...
Guys, I'm just saying more... I'm so bad at pausing. I am very fascinated with, you know, what's the study of languages? Linguistics? I feel like there's another word. But other videos like this would be really cool.
Saxon origin and massively dominates southern England.
Like Buckingham.
Or a low-lying area of land belonging to an Anglo-Saxon called Bucca. Or a low-lying area of land belonging to an Anglo-Saxon called Bucca.
Perhaps the most upheavaling thing to happen to Britain's place names was the Vikings, who swept in from Scandinavia in the 9th century, committing brutal crimes including rape, pillage and the renaming of small to medium-sized settlements.
You can tell a place was named by the Vikings if it ends in Thwaite, Thorpe, Kirk or B.
Such as our old friend Grimsby. Named after an important Viking called Grim, famed for his infectious positive energy, Grimsby literally means Grim's village.
Really? We're all familiar with these common settlement suffixes, but what's so striking is how clearly this map of Viking place names reflects the extent of the Viking invasions. You can practically
Right,
see...
exactly. That's what's fascinating to me, is that I can't believe how little has changed, but from the other videos I've been watching, it's almost the exact area where the Vikings conquered 1,000 years ago, and it still resembles that.
See the exact location of the Danelaw dividing Viking and Anglo-Saxon England without needing to draw it on with thick red pen.
Following all these invasions, Britain was littered with place names that originated in different languages and accents, but the final thing that would make its place names truly unpronounceable was time.
Over hundreds of years, locals who were too busy to pronounce all the syllables in Cester reduced it to stir to save time. But they couldn't read or write, so the spelling stayed the same.
And while the English language has continued to gradually evolve, our place names haven't, resulting in a language landscape littered with phonetic booby traps.
But what about Froome? Which linguistic group is responsible for Britain's
Phonetic booby.
Bedworth, Towchester, Ely, Scold, Norwich, Hunstanton, Yinsybil, Portshead.
Traps.
But what about Froome? Which linguistic group is responsible for Britain's so-called hardest place name?
Unusually for a place name in England, Froome is from a surviving Celtic word, frama, which means fair, fine or brisk. Probably described in England,
Did
Froome
it
is
say, say it right or you're not coming in? Is that a real sign?
from a surviving
That'd be
Celtic
great.
word, frama, which means fair, fine or brisk. Probably describing the flow of its lovely river.
It's not really surprising that the oldest language in these islands is the one that's drifted the furthest from pronounceability.
So don't forget to join us for the next episode of Map Men.
These guys have such a likable way about them. I love it.
Is that the end of your sentence?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. And if you want to see more, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks. golly darn tootin' gee whiz, hot diggity woo!
What are you doing?
I'm putting on an American accent to fool my computer into thinking I'm in
Excuse me?
America. Yippee-ki-wee, buckaroo!
Why are you doing that?
Because I want to watch all my favourite programmes on Netflix.
But you've already got Netflix.
Yes, but American Netflix has programmes that we don't get on UK Netflix, including, curiously, some British programmes. So that's why I'm doing this really convincing accent so that my computer will let me access all the content I want.
Access all the content I want. Yeah, I'm gonna work in my British accent.
Zippity-doo-dah, gosh darn it, yeehaw!
Shut
Suit
up!
yourself.
We don't
Hey,
sound...
wait, aren't you going to tell me that's a really silly thing to do, and instead I should use Surfshark?
Oh, we're doing an advert. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that lets you place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world, so you can access content that you may not
Lay it
usually
out.
be able to see
Ooh, I
in your
just
country.
spit.
Such as, for example,
I've come to more of the decision of letting... I need to start letting more ads play out. It's just it's their material that I'm able to watch, and they're doing the hard work, and the advertisers help them get money, and if I'm reacting to their video, I might as well show that their promo codes and the ad as well.
shows on US Netflix that you don't get in the UK, including The West Wing, Dexter.
But if you quit before this, just thanks guys, awesome video. Gonna be looking at more of these. See you next time, or just watch
Church,
this.
The Walking Dead, Twin Peaks, All Dogs Go to Heaven, loads of James Bond films, the original Twilight Zone, Muppets Most Wanted, and Fiddler on the Roof. And those are just 10 examples from one streaming service in one country. Imagine the smorgasbord of content from across the planet you're missing out on without Surfshark.
And it works on an Amazon Fire Stick, which means you can watch all this stuff on a proper telly.
As well as country hopping, Surfshark
How
makes
is
your internet
British
safer by
Netflix
masking
different
your IP address, keeping your data private.
America?
Also, Surfshark is the only VPN that lets you have one account on an unlimited number of devices.
Do you want to try out Surfshark for your very self?
Darn tootin'!
Darn tooting indeed.
It'd be so funny if one of you responds, because most people drop off significantly right around there. If anyone's watching right now, like, put in the comments, like, yeah, I was watching the ad at the end. I'm just curious.
Link in the description and use the code MAPMEN to get 84% off Surfshark, plus 4 months extra for free. And just between you and me, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it out, just to see if you like it.
Surfshark sounds bonza, mate. G'day, shrimp and the barbie. Woollamaloo, woollamaloo.
It works in Australia as well.
Australia, that's a funny accent. Just don't make fun of America.
A stroof.
Awesome video. Alright guys, hope you're doing well. If not, that sucks. You'll be good soon. Don't worry. See you later.